Hey everybody, it's Frank here from the Music Gallery, and right now I'm upstairs in our beautiful acoustic room, and I'm surrounded by more than a dozen custom shop Martin 45's. You know, the Martin 45 has kind of been their holy grail guitar of Martin lovers for, the last 50, 60 years. They came out in the pre-World War II, 1930s. And it's always been kind of the ultimate acoustic guitar. Singing cowboys would be seen playing them. From then on, the tradition of Martin's finest guitar being the D45 or the 00045. At some point in time in your life, if you're really into acoustic guitars and you really love Martins, you want a 45. And we decided to get together with Martin and have a bunch of these built for us. And they gave us some very, very special pricing. They gave us basically a menu and said, here's the basic price, and you can have any of these options for this price. And if you want something extra custom, it's just going to cost a little bit more. We built about a little over a dozen of these, and some of the features include absolutely gorgeous Guatemalan Rosewood. This wood is compared many, many times to that of Brazilian, which is almost impossible to get now, but because Guatemalan Rosewood grows very close to where the Brazilian Rosewood, you find a lot of characteristics, not only in how it looks, which is absolutely stunning, but in its tone for fractions of the cost. So rather than just get your basic East Indian Rosewood on a 45, they included this Guatemalan Rosewood at basically a little upcharge. And then some of the other features, they gave us a choice of either the vintage or the modern pearl inlays. And on this particular guitar, we chose the old vintage snowflakes. And of course, some of the other ones we had built, we put the hexagon inlays. And same with the headstock. Many times you see the CF Martin, which is very traditional on a 45 today. But here we decided to take one of the old vintage torch inlays, which normally would run $400 or $500 extra, and Martin just included it. So you get little things like that. One of the features I like is this pyramid bridge down here. Again, something very, very common in the Martin guitars that were built back in the 30s and 40s, and it's just gorgeous. It's just a stunning bridge, so we added that. Things like flame maple binding is another expensive upcharge that Martin just says, well, we'll include that too. And one of the most important features, which doesn't have a lot to do with how it looks, but certainly in how it sounds, we upgraded all the tops to Adirondack spruce or Carpathian spruce. And both of those are very, very, very rich, lush sounding pieces of wood. And we added that because when you compare it to Sitka, it sounds like mature Sitka. It sounds like a Sitka top that's been played for 10, 15 years. And one of the reasons why we did that is for a very small upcharge, you got a guitar that already sounded 10 or 15 years old. And that's what you get with Adirondack, and that's what you get with Carpathian spruce. So we added that. And these guitars would probably, well, when you spec them out, and we have the spec sheets, they're on the website, they come with each guitar. When you spec this whole guitar out, it runs somewhere around the $18,000, $19,000 price point. And we are able to offer all our customers many combinations of these guitars with different shaded tops and with different types of wood binding and so on for probably half that. These are guitars that are all going to cost you under $9,000. And we've done them in all different shapes. I'm holding a 000 OM size. We have them in a regular dreadnought size, which is over here. We have another dreadnought. We have a 12 fret dreadnought with a slotted headstock. Just every combination. So please, if you want to play and listen and feel one of the most holy grail Martin guitars in any shape or fret configuration you've ever dreamt of, we've got them, and they're in stock, and we'll have videos for all of these. Dave is working on those right now. But please stop by if you're in the neighborhood, and if you can't, pick up the phone, give me a call. We'll be happy to tell you more about these exciting guitars that we're really, really, really proud of. And maybe you can add one to your collection. And if you'd like, we take trades. All you guys know that. Many of you maybe have more guitars than you are playing these days, and you want to trade 2 or 3 of them in on one of these beautiful babies. Why not? We'll take them. We'll find happy homes for guitars you're not playing. So don't hesitate to ask about that. Again, thanks for your time, and I look forward to you down the road. Thanks so much. Bye-bye now.